The working title for this was The Quest for Wi-Fi, because it's an idea I'd had for a while and had sort of been knocking about in various forms about someone like on a quest to find Wi-Fi, and it developed into this thing of a guy named Dave, who was like a character doing sort of like addressing the camera, being like, hey, alright, so now we're gonna go and try in a Starbucks, but they don't like me at the Starbucks, and then a shot of like, don't come in here, Dave, and which of course you saw we turned into our thing, and we were doing a sort of like a script pitch meeting thing, and Paul suggested that we turn it into more of a like that there was enough funny stuff with actual advice, kind of, to turn it into like a Loading Ready Run presents this, and I just sort of wrote on the board like a Loading Ready Run edu sketch, and Paul was like, I actually really like that, so we worked it up as this, and I'm pretty pleased with it.
Right now we are doing some location shots at a Starbucks in Victoria. And, well, we can't technically show that it's a Starbucks. We can get signs on the outside and stuff like that. So it's all working out pretty well. It's all, I mean, the customers are looking at us a little funny because this is kind of weird, but
some weight or something. It's tighter than that. That's alright. I like to think it's most good.
We didn't want to say anything, but a little, yeah, it seems a little tight in the chest.
Yeah. My huge biceps.
Yeah, you're.
I have to make sure I don't flex too much.
Yeah, you rip shit.
Caterpillar, that's my script.
Caterpillar script now.
Alright, actually, I don't actually have the lines in this deal.
No.
Alright.
You just scarred that poor bastard for life.
think you're the only person with it? Enough.
Like that, yeah, and then sort of start like, yeah, and then slide in, and then Paul's sort of like, oh, okay, and you're...
Try to like shuffle over?
Yes, no, that's good. And then you're trying to get closer, Kathleen, and eventually you like touch the iPad to the phone, but it's not quite working.
Definitely put
Caterpillar.
Yeah, definitely put Caterpillar.
The Boomapillar?
Caterpillar. So we just came from Oak Bay, where we shot the exterior of the Starbucks and the little park scene with Paul and Kathleen.
Yep.
And now we've come into James Bay, another lovely bay of the city.
Yes, which is not actually located near the bay for which it is named.
Yeah, no, it's fucking
It's weird.
farce, man.
But yeah, it's sort of on the other side of the city, and that is where we are now. And then there's another scene that needs to be shot somewhere else, and I think they were talking about shooting in Uplands, which is actually back over closer to Oak Bay, sort of on the far side of Oak Bay from where we are now.
So what we're telling you is we're terrible at planning.
Yes, logistics are not our strong point.
And I'm sure actually, because we're going for lunch after this, we'll probably go for lunch in like, I don't know, Gordon Head, just to completely screw with everything.
Just go to Burger King in
just
Langford.
like bam to bam to bam to bam.
Yeah.
Even though you could have just gone like this.
We're going to Dunkin' for lunch, everybody.
Woo!
Woo!
Okay, get back here!
So for the war driving section, what we've got going on here is that I'm in the passenger seat using our shoulder rig with two hands like this and sort of pivoting it for when it goes to Paul. And I also have the audio set up wedged between my leg and James's seat so that it stays vertical and picks up James and Paul talking, while Ray is in the fourth seat taking this sort of footage. It's a little awkward, but it works. So whatever we got to do that doesn't involve like an exterior vehicle rig, because we don't have that.
Is that slow enough?
That's fine.
All right. Or another option is the super cool sounding war driving.
Or, as it's also known, driving really slowly through a residential area. So try to, driving.
I can just keep.
Yeah, it's like, or it's also known
driving.
Driving.
Really slowly.
Yeah.
Driving slowly through a residential.
Yeah, that's gonna be okay.
All right,
we're good. So this was another example of one of the videos that involves a whole lot of running around to different places and possibly more time spent in transit than actually shooting at a given location. But I think it turned out well, and I look forward to seeing it after it all comes together. But really, I don't think there's anything that I could add that James and Matt didn't cover already. So, just go with them.
So Graham told us to talk to you about running all over town, but I want to talk to you about peanut butter. Matt, do you have anything to say about peanut butter?
I like peanut butter.
So do I.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about driving all over town.
All right.